Hello and welcome, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Dragon Orton. This is Blood Fresh Supply. Blood Fresh Supply is a modern... well, it's not really a remake, it's more of a port, but I guess it is a remake in some sense as well, of the original Blood game. Now, just to be clear, it is pretty much identical to the original game. All the maps, all the enemies, the layouts, everything is identical to the original Blood, except that this actually runs on modern systems. It runs in 1440p, it has good frame rate, it does have, should you choose to turn it on, the ability to look up and down as well. So that is, I think that makes the game a little bit more pleasant, a little bit more playable, but other than that, this is pretty much as close to the original as you can get on a modern system without using something like an emulator, and if you do use an emulator, well, just why? This is, like I said, pretty much the way to play Blood, the original Blood, nowadays. So, this is one of the most beloved FPS games probably ever. It wasn't, I don't think, ever as popular as stuff like Doom or Quake, but its smaller fan base was painfully and vehemently loyal, and still is, and there are people still on and off playing this game. I think it was released in '97 or something along those lines, and it still has an active community. There are still mods for this game. I mean, Jesus Christ, right? In terms of the display and setup and stuff like that, as you can see, there's a whole bunch of options here that you can see that I don't think some of these might not have been in the original. I know for a fact that some of the difficulty options also weren't in the original, but that doesn't matter. Okay, we're going to play on Extra Crispy. Made to order is actually the custom difficulty, so if you click here, you get to, well, you can actually turn monsters on or off, or you can get them to respawn, which is even better. I don't know how you would play this game on something like this. Cultist attack, you can get it to very high, and beast stomp damage to very high, and all of this you can put it to very high. It's just extremely painful. Extra Crispy, though, is the hardest difficulty that was available in the original Doom, and that's what I'm going to be playing as. Or playing on, sorry. And now I'm going to shut up for the intro video, because it's actually really good.
Welcome, my servants, my slaves.
What is your bidding, Master?
You have failed me. I disavow you all.
What?
I've taken your love. Now I will take your life. Consider my power in a hollow grave.
That is the story of Blood, one of the best FPS games, old school FPS games ever. We are going to play it on Extra Crispy. So, ladies and gentlemen, Extra Crispy, like I said, is a, it's a difficult, it is the most difficult, but it's a difficult setting. It's a very, very difficult setting. There's lots of enemies, their attacks do a ton of damage. They're very quick to respond, they attack very often. These guys at the beginning are, they're the tutorial and they're not exactly meant to take a load of damage to them, but, if I misstep a little bit, I certainly can. And, I'm not gonna lie to you, I did look up some of the secrets. As you can see, I found 3 already. The first level has as many as 11 secrets, but listen to this first.
Nevermore.
Beautiful. That is a reference, by the way, to, well, I'll let you look it up yourselves. It's a pretty neat little reference. So anyways, I'm going to slow down a little bit because I might die soon. You're probably now, at this point, wondering why I'm playing Blood. Other than the fact that, it's an awesome game, it stands for everything I like about FPS games and gaming, the gaming industry in general and all of that. But here's the thing. I got challenged to play Blood by a very good friend of mine who said, you know what you should try? You should try playing Blood on the hardest difficulty, and if you actually win, if you actually beat the game, I'm going to be extremely impressed by you, etc., etc. And, well, I asked if he wanted to make it a little bit more interesting and, you know, put up a wager, give me a time limit or something, and he said no, because you're probably just going to beat it. Well, look, I am fairly competitive when it comes to these things. I've done all of the World of Tanks challenges that we've given each other ever, except for, well, that's challenges. We thought about doing one with a particular tank that I despise and he doesn't hate that much, but that's besides the point. I was challenged, the gauntlet was thrown, and I was asked to play this game on the hardest difficulty, and he did the exact same thing. And it's suffering, but it's so good. It's a good kind of suffering, don't get me wrong. It's an extremely fun game. But I'll tell you what I don't like about Extra Crispy. The fact that... Oh, for crying out loud, this is nigh impossible. Holy hell, not even that works, really? Oh my god, well, a skull key? Okay, but... I wonder if I can open this now. I don't think I've...
Open for business.
Found out how to do that, but... Oh my god, okay, this way I got screwed over last time, because I didn't know the door can actually push you forwards into the enemies as you're fighting. This is just insane. Luckily the pitchfork has infinite ammo and is a rather potent weapon. I'm going to show you my least favourite enemy in the game. Oh my god, I'm just straight up dead, look at that. They're pretty much hit scanning you at this point. Wow, my oh my. Okay, new game. Let's do all of that again.
I live again.
Holy mother of everything. Wow, that is... Okay, I think semi-recently there was that challenge in Halo, right? The one by... Sorry, I need to focus. Moist Critical, and it was like what, it was $10,000 challenge or something, and someone beat it. And don't get me wrong, that was extremely difficult, but this is a different kind of difficulty. See, that like, you had to memorize everything and
Nevermore.
measure again. You had to memorize, like, the spawns and the enemies and all that good stuff. And don't get me wrong, I'm not saying that this is more difficult. All I'm saying is this is a different kind of difficulty. This is a purely mechanical kind of difficulty where you just gotta, like, be pixel perfect almost at all times. I really don't like the fact that they can throw those things at me, but I have an idea. Oh no. Oh, it doesn't work because of the... Oh, that's a shame. Okay, never mind. Just wasted through a few of these. Really? Really? It took two! Oh, for crying out loud. Okay, where was the... Sorry, give me a second. I need to go into input settings, configured bindings. By the way, one of my favourite parts of this game, quick save is F2, quick load is F3. Okay, quick save. And that's the only way I'm going to beat this game, is with quick saves, because otherwise this is just ridiculous. What is he doing? Oh my God, there are so many of them. I really want to throw a dynamite at them. But luckily, this is an old school FPS, and a really old school FPS at that isn't afraid to let you move quickly, and more often than not, move faster than the enemies. Matter of fact, movement is one of the only ways you can get a advantage over them. Now, this isn't going to take as long as it looks, because I've done a little bit of damage to most of them, so... Plus, it does have multiple hits, so I end up hitting 2 or 3 of them with a single strike. There we go, that's better. I'm going to keep saving every time I make meaningful progress and don't lose a lot of health in the process. I have no idea what this does. I'm assuming he's going to open something for me somewhere.
Open for business.
How he opens this? Never thought of that. Stab. Back off. I need space to fight them! That is unfair. I've never seen them do that. There's also that aspect, I guess, the unpredictability. Okay. So you can actually confuse them by running into them and stuff. That's fairly neat, not gonna lie. Okay, 2. 2. And I'm gonna back off. I have 11 flares left. I don't think I've finished my initial sentence ever, so I'm going to try and do that now. One of my favourite parts of this game, wow, I'm on 7 health, that is not very good. A68, they are really, really difficult. That's with armour, by the way. Okay, I do not look forward to this. This is going to be dreadful. Fun, but he's still alive? How are you still alive? Oh, and there's also the rats. I am quick loading this. Yeah, it just wasn't good enough, I'm afraid.
I need a key.
Okay, I'll pick it up. Okay.
Open for business.
Just one? Where's your friend? Come on. One of my favourite aspects, like 3 minutes later I continue the sentence, of this game is the weapons. There are very few quote-unquote normal weapons in this game. I mean, a pitchfork is fairly normal, but it's not for a game of this style, right? You wouldn't expect a pitchfork in a game like this, like, not really. You'd expect a pistol, a shotgun, an assault rifle, something like these guys have, right? That's the kind of weaponry you'd expect. But no. You don't get that in this game. You get a flare gun as well as your secondary weapon, as your, well, I guess secondary in this sense, but as your second weapon as well. I mean, that's pretty weird, but awesome as well, if you think about it. Now, the one amazing thing about... Ooh, I really didn't mean to do that. Oh, I forgot about the secondary fire of this weapon. I think I just screwed myself out of existence. Okay, it turns out in Blood you can melee the crap out of enemies. And they wouldn't do much to stop you. Okay, I know about this secret, I know about those two, I know about those, I know about this. I have a plan. Speed running through the game! Oh no. I've sped run to the opposite end of where I was supposed to be. The rats, by the way, are my mortal enemy. They are nigh impossible to hit. Yes, they are. And there's also this item called Beast Vision. I don't remember it from when I played Blood back in the day. And I did play Blood back in the day. I just don't remember this item. And, I don't remember what it does, I'm afraid. Okay, I know there's a dude in there that wants my death.
I need a key.
That was pretty bad. Though honestly, not that bad. Undoubtedly a sacrifice, but... yes, there we go. Okay, quick load,
Open
back
for
here
business.
again. I think you now understand why I'm telling you that this game is incredibly difficult. But I don't remember exactly what it does, but it's supposed to, I mean, based off the name, I think it's supposed to reveal stuff. I don't know, maybe secrets or something, but it doesn't do that, and it doesn't give me X-ray, it doesn't show me enemies, it doesn't really show me much. I don't like Beast Vision. But eventually, I promise, I will find out what it does. Oh, for crying out loud, that was all on me.
Open for business.
But the amount of dynamite they throw is just insane. Oh, for crying out loud. Messed up. Yeah, the amount of dynamite they throw is just insane. This difficulty. If you play it on something like medium, or whatever this game's equivalent of medium is, I think you're gonna have a lot more relaxing and a lot more fun at the time if you're not into challenges like this, but you know, all I'm saying is Dark Souls be damned. This is the real Dark Souls. The one where you don't look for immunity frames or invincibility frames. It's the one where, you know, run and jump through everything in hopes of... I didn't realize he was still alive. There was another one? Jesus. I'll tell you what the problem is. I've practiced a little bit on a lower difficulty level just to sort of figure out where some of the secrets are and, you know, what's happening. And, yeah, it was a lot easier. I mean, there were fewer enemies. First of all, they were easier to kill, they attacked less often, and they didn't throw grenades or dynamite. And when they did, it didn't explode on contact. Missed it there. I mean, they are just way too quick on that trigger, man. Ironically, when they throw dynamite, that's the one time I have a chance of dodging them. I kind of like this, so I'm going to save it here. I'm going to say that we've made permanent progress. Man, that was horrible. Yeah, I'm gonna actually reload. I'm gonna reload that. I think there was another secret over here, or maybe not over here. Might have been another secret somewhere around this area. Plus,
It's stuck.
it says this is stuck, which is leading me to believe that there is a way to open that, but I really tried my darndest in practice runs and I couldn't figure it out for the life of me. So the rats are going to come out. Okay, I can cheese some of the rats. Yes, I'm choosing my words very carefully. This is the deadliest enemy in the game, by the way. You don't understand. They're impossible to hit. Maybe with some of the later weapons, like the voodoo doll, and yes, you have to get a voodoo doll or a voodoo doll later down the line as a weapon. Unfortunately, it does have an ammo mechanic, but it works pretty much just like you think it does. Just stab the voodoo doll and enemies take damage. It's honestly brilliant. I mean, the ingenuity behind these weapons is phenomenal. I mean, even the dynamite, you'd think it would be like a grenade or something, but no, it's one of the main weapons in the game now and later down the line as well, and it's just... honestly, it's just amazing. Okay, so we'll play the organ to get this. We can open this as well. And then, tell you what, I think it's time for another save, because I like the progress I've made thus far. Now I'm going to open these two. And slowly kill these guys. Now, I know that the most popular way of playing old-school FPS games nowadays is to... I'm going to reload this, probably. Unless I get a life essence from one of them. It was a pretty dumb way to take damage. I didn't. Okay, let's reload. The most popular way to play old-school FPS games now is to speedrun them. Or at least semi-speedrun them. Might not necessarily be the fastest, but to play them as fast as humanly possible. I, for one, well, don't like doing that. It's too stressful. I like to take my time, even in old games, even though there is a time, well, not a limit, but there is a thing that measures how much time you take, and you get a better score the faster you do a level. I still find it a little bit, you know, not necessarily counterintuitive, but I find it a little bit, I don't know, boring and not really my style and not really that fun to try and speed run through and then just jump through everything and memorize where all the secrets are. You know, I like to explore and then take my time to find things. That said, I did look up a few secrets, because for some of them, like this one, I think it's fairly obvious. Sorry. Like I was saying, for some of them, I think it's fairly obvious how you get to them. Like, look at that. There's that thing, and then where you get to it. Can you? Oh, there's more rats. They will literally just be the end of me, I swear to God. I hate them so much. Okay, I'm gonna explode this. Even though I'm not sure why I'm doing that. Although...
it's stuck.
Oh, I think I see it. I think I see it. Could it be that... Nah, probably not. There we go, that's how you get it. And then you pick these up and it's akimbo. But do you know what the problem with this akimbo is? I only have one weapon, and it's this. And firing two of these is not going to be the world's most helpful thing, as I'm about to demonstrate. As you can see, really didn't help much. Matter of fact, I would say that it did more harm than good. frickin' rats again. Ah, yeah. Screw you. And there's more rats! There's more rats! There's always more rats! But luckily, you did get a doctor's bag here, and if you use it, pressing the M button, I also know that you can get this, which is a life seed, which I've horribly misused, because... pretty sure there's a more efficient way of doing that than walking out with at least 50 additional health. Okay, I got rid of the rat. Told you, at the end of the day, I'm probably going to lose more HP to rats than anything else in this game. Yeah, I can't pick up the life essence because of this. Okay, well, the game does loop back on itself and allows you to go through here, I suppose. Fine. Rest in pieces, by the way. No, you didn't misread that. Rest in pieces. Okay. Beautiful. And then, only because I'm a cheat, they dead? They're dead.
We'll need a lot more of these.
Mostly for me, because I'm going to die a lot, but there we go. 7 out of 11 secrets, 26 out of 26 kills. That's the first level. It took a while. Not gonna lie, actually I'm gonna check how long it took. Yeah, it took around half an hour. Mind you, okay, that could have probably been a little bit faster had I not been talking and just really focused in on the game, but... yeah, this is not easy. This is difficult. And yet it's insanely fun. There's something about these old school FPS games, and part of it is how they were made and how much attention to detail the developers put, but it's not just the attention to
for
detail,
the ever-growing
it's
army
also...
of the undead.
I don't know why I didn't expect it to blow up, but I kind of didn't. Like I said, I'm not sure why, but I just didn't. Oh, they were already dead when I... oh, okay, well, fair enough. See, I only have one flare. I don't know how I'm going to do this. I need to detonate those. I need to find a way of... oh, well, I did pick up a case of TNT, okay. That's, there you go. The game won't let you soft lock, I suppose. Ultimately is the answer. And I guess the more, ever so slightly more concerning problem at hand is that... well, how should I put this? I'm not in the greatest position going forwards, right?
Fresh victims for the ever-growing army of the undead.
I'm gonna encounter new enemies and stuff that I can't really beat. I might be able to cheese them like this, I don't know. I don't have a lot of ammo or resources to do it. I didn't mean to use that, by the way, though I might have to, considering the limited space I'm working with. They just got back up. I just shot you in the face with a shotgun. Yeah, I got better. Okay. Fair enough. I know nothing about combat, clearly. I'm probably using birdshot and not slugs. The shotgun is, by the way, one of the only... well, not the only, but one of the rare traditional weapons that you get, and it's a double-barreled shotgun, the likes of which you've seen in games like Doom. Yeah, I really like that. Side note, I also really like how on higher difficulties the TNT explodes upon contact. On lower difficulties, it takes time for the fuse to, you know, burn it, for it to explode. And it works both ways, for you and for the enemies. I think that's pretty awesome. But, look, the reason I wanted to make this video, first of all, is to provide video evidence that I am going to try and do the challenge, and that I will have a lot of fun doing it, because, yeah, it's an exceptionally difficult game, but good God, it's fun. At the same time, though, I wanted to let you, you know, sort of, maybe not let you know, maybe that's not the correct terminology, but I guess raise a little bit of awareness about one of the greatest FPS games ever made that, despite its, you know, graphical, questionable graphics, let's just say, compared to modern standards, though they are very stylish, and the atmosphere is great and all of that, don't get me wrong, but really the lighting lets it down, or rather the lack thereof. This game doesn't have lighting. I know the fact that some areas are darker is a result of just colouring all the textures manually a little bit darker. Yeah. Think about that. That is, I always found that really fascinating on these old engines. A lot of them just didn't have light. They just couldn't do lighting, and they just had to manually do all these things. And oh, I forgot the door was locked. That was stupid of me. The door locked behind you. That's fine though. We got there eventually. This guy's a bit shy, though. That's fine. There is one segment of this game that I absolutely hate that's coming up, and it's with those Tommy guns, and I don't know what they have, but they shoot ridiculously They shoot ridiculously difficulty. Well, I sort of said a lot with that sentence. They shoot ridiculously quickly, and it's difficult, but I sort of shortened it for you. There you go, so you don't have to listen to me blabber on anymore. It's hard to focus on what I'm saying and what I'm doing, but I do like situations like these when I see them before they see me, and look at that, that is that is nasty, but okay. And there are probably a whole heap of secrets in this level that I've missed. But this one I've just done the combat. I haven't really explored this one too much, so I'm assuming there's going to be something here because of the bloodstain, and that I can somehow do this. I think I remember there being one way I need to jump on some crates, maybe over here, but I sort of blew those up. So I guess that's not happening.
It's stuck.
Yeah. Although, well, maybe not. Anyways, ladies and gentlemen, this has been Blood. Obviously, for you to enjoy a game like this, you do need to have a little bit of nostalgia, probably, about old-school shooters like this, and you know, to have grown up in this era. But even if you don't, I still think it's a wonderful game, and that it has something that modern games lost over the years, and that's that little attention to detail and little, you know, secrets here and there. And I wouldn't say all games have lost this. I mean, I've certainly seen some awesome secrets and awesome, like, details and stuff like that in modern games. I think the new Call of Duty has, like, quite a few neat little Easter eggs and quaint little attention to detail moments and stuff like that, which is fair enough, and you know, I approve of that, but at the same time, sort of, I know how to put this. The game kind of... Oh, I don't know, just feels different. You know what I mean? Like, it just sort of feels different to some of the newer things. And I don't mean just in terms of the gameplay or in terms of the quality or whatever. It's just, I don't know. Feels like there's a bit more passion to it. Feels like there's a bit more love involved, and I can always approve of that. I can always appreciate that, at least. Yeah, that's what I was talking about. They are ridiculous. Anyways, this has been Blood Extra Crispy. I'm going to continue playing this here and there. Probably not for long periods of time, because it will just frustrate me. But yeah, it's an incredibly fun game, and I wanted to share it with you because, well, yeah, I've been enjoying it quite a bit. And maybe if you haven't heard of it thus far, you can pick it up. It is available on Steam. This particular release of Fresh Supply. And I mean, it just works flawlessly. You just plug and play, basically. Just run it, and it works like any modern game. It does also have multiplayer. Yes, it does. You can do split screen, you can do host game, you can do join game, and there you go, player one. And I think I have my controller handy. Let me see if it works. Players 2 continue. Game Bloodbath Team Cooperative. Yeah, you can do cooperative as well. Items respawn time limit. Time limit? Okay. Well, if the game mode's cooperative, I'm going to assume that the game doesn't need a time limit.
I live again.
Huh. Well, unfortunately, both my mouse and keyboard are controlling the same character, but I reckon that's something I can fix in the key bindings, maybe, or no. Well, I'll get to fixing this, because I would like to play this co-op with someone. Oh, and I will say... Okay, I just found something very fascinating. Sorry, you indulge me for just a second. There's a little bit of vibration every time you jump. Huh. Fascinating. Okay, well, never mind. Like I said, it does have local co-op as well. You can play online too. It's great. It's great. Go and pick it up if you haven't, and if you like old school shooters, stuff like Dusk or the original Doom or Quake and things like that of that nature. I think this will be a refreshing enough approach to old school FPS, but it still retains most of the same key features of being fast-paced, plenty of enemies, fast movement, different weapons, similar style of level design and combat and stuff like that. Yeah, it's perfect. Anyways, that's it for now. Thank you very much for watching, ladies and gents. I will see you all next time. Have fun, take care, and bye-bye.